After securing its frozen assets, Tehran appears ready to turn fresh funds into new air power options. Amid suspense over Russian Su-35 delays, Beijing emerges as a possible answer to Iran's fighter gap. Mojtaba picks Dragon as Iran eyes a rapid Air Force overhaul following lessons from the recent conflict. Iran's aging fighter aircraft fleet could finally get the modernization boost Tehran has sought for years. New war prep. Mojtaba to buy Xi's jets as Tehran looks to rebuild its weakened aerial deterrent. China's J-10B fighter has emerged as a potential option as Iran explores ways to rebuild and modernize its aging air force. Reports said Tehran was evaluating refurbished Chinese J-10B aircraft as part of efforts to strengthen its combat aviation capabilities. Iranian Daily, citing defense sources, reported that retired People's Liberation Army Air Force airframes were among the options under review. 4++ generation multirole fighter developed as part of China's Chengdu J-10 Vigorous Dragon aircraft family. The aircraft features a diverterless supersonic inlet design intended to reduce radar visibility and improve performance. The J-10B offers upgraded sensors, avionics, and electronic warfare systems compared with earlier variants. Military analysts frequently compare the aircraft to the US F-16 because of its size, mission profile, and flexibility. The fighter is widely regarded as a significant capability upgrade over many aircraft currently operated by Iran. The report surfaced as Iran faces growing pressure to restore combat readiness and sustain future air operations. Delays surrounding the delivery of Russian Su-35 fighters have reportedly complicated Tehran's military modernization plans. Iran continues to rely heavily on combat aircraft acquired before the 1979 Islamic Revolution. Its fleet still includes aging US-built F-14, F-4, and F-5 aircraft alongside a limited number of Russian-made jets. Decades of sanctions have restricted Iran's access to spare parts, maintenance support, and modern avionics upgrades. Analysts said the financial aspects of any acquisition may be as important as the military requirements involved. Export versions of the newer J-10C are estimated to cost roughly $50 million per aircraft. Refurbished J-10B airframes are reportedly valued between $20 million and $35 million each. The lower acquisition cost could make second-hand Chinese fighters attractive to budget-conscious buyers. Iran has previously encountered difficulties completing major Chinese arms purchases due to financing and other constraints. China has not publicly confirmed any negotiations with Iran regarding potential J-10B transfers. Payment arrangements have historically been a major obstacle in previous defense discussions between the two countries. Training, maintenance support, and spare parts supply would require the creation of new logistics networks. Sanctions-related risks could complicate the involvement of Chinese companies in any future transfer program. No contract, delivery schedule, or planned fleet size has been officially disclosed by either side. Analysts said the J-10B would enhance Iran's air combat capabilities even though it is not China's most advanced variant. The newer J-10C incorporates more sophisticated sensor fusion technology and electronic warfare capabilities. Even so, experts said the older J-10B remains a capable, cost-effective, and modern multirole fighter aircraft. Iran's ICT minister says the Pars-2 imaging satellite will soon be placed into orbit. Pars-2 weighs 150 kilograms and is an upgraded version of the Pars-1 remote sensing satellite. Iranian authorities say the satellite was developed on a 100 to 150 kilogram platform. Iran Space Research Center developed the Pars-2 satellite, according to official reporting cited by Iran International. Pars-2 is equipped with 2 imaging payloads using different sensors, according to officials. One payload uses a linear color sensor with a resolution of 3 meters, officials say. The second sensor offers 4-meter monochrome and 8-meter multispectral imaging, according to officials. Officials say software processing could improve the satellite's effective resolution to better than 2.5 meters. The announcement comes as Western governments continue to voice concern about Iran's space program. Satellite launch vehicle technology could overlap with long-range ballistic missile requirements. Iran also reportedly used a Chinese spy satellite to track US targets during the war, raising new fears over Beijing's shadow role in the conflict. On June 18, The IRGC released new satellite images of U.S. bases hit during the Iran war, turning battlefield damage into a post-ceasefire propaganda display. Iranian outlets link the imagery to Operation True Promise 4, their name for a wave of retaliatory strikes they say answered earlier U.S. and Israeli attacks. Newly released maps highlight U.S. bases and Israeli sites that Iran claims were struck in coordinated waves of missiles and drones, underscoring the breadth of its target list. Iranian strikes were directed at U.S. military facilities across West Asia as well as at Israeli positions, signaling that Tehran was willing to hit multiple fronts at once. Tehran claims these attacks proved its missiles and drones can reach heavily fortified American and Israeli hubs, not just exposed outposts on the edge of the map. Iran also says the operation was designed to hit energy and logistics networks across the Gulf, aiming at the fuel and supply lines that keep U.S. forces moving. According to Iranian accounts, refineries and LNG facilities in Saudi Arabia, Kuwait and Qatar were forced into temporary shutdowns, showing how quickly regional energy can be disrupted. Iranian media say that on March 1st, a strike hit a U.S. tactical operations center inside Kuwait, putting one of Washington's forward command posts directly in the crosshairs. Reports from Tehran claim a low-cost drone slipped past defenses, destroyed key parts of the facility, and caused casualties among U.S. personnel on the ground. The IRGC presents that incident as proof that expensive American air defenses can be penetrated by cheap systems, reinforcing its message about asymmetric warfare. In Bahrain, Iranian missiles and drones are said to have damaged buildings near U.S. Navy Fifth Fleet facilities, bringing the fight dangerously close to a core maritime command. These attacks, if accurate, suggest Iran can hold deeply entrenched maritime command hubs at risk, not just commercial shipping lanes and isolated piers. The IRGC also says a major strike on March 27 hit Prince Sultan Air Base deep inside Saudi Arabia, a site long used as a key U.S. air hub. Iranian briefings claim 6 ballistic missiles and 29 drones, including Shahid-type models, were launched in that single attack, overwhelming the local defenses. Tehran further claims a U.S. E-3 Sentry surveillance jet was destroyed on the ground during the Prince Sultan strike, knocking out a prized airborne radar asset. Iranian sources add that several KC-135 refueling tankers were damaged or destroyed and that up to 15 U.S. troops were wounded, though Washington has not confirmed those numbers. By releasing these new satellite images now, Iran is sending a blunt message that U.S. bases remain vulnerable in any future escalation, even as a ceasefire and diplomacy take center stage.